Now my triceps are starting to burn, all right? This is not a lot of weight. Hey guys, Mark McKillor here with Live Anabolic, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to build big arms. I don't care how old you are. I'm 58 years old. You don't have to be some young guy and a Marine to build fantastic looking arms. And remember, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you my own personal trick to making your arms look at least an inch bigger, and I mean with no extra effort. It's just a simple trick. All right, so real quick, I just want to talk about arms in general, and then we're going to get into the workout. I'm going to explain. We're doing something a little different today. I'm going to throw some kind of more advanced technique at you. So, arms, they look big. They look really impressive, right? I mean, you know, curls for the girls. Everybody wants big arms. But it's actually, in reality, really a small muscle group. All right, so that's the good news. And because it's a small muscle group, it means we don't have to do a ton of volume to really build big, impressive looking arms. So, you know, your bicep and your tricep are the two muscle groups in your arm. All right, and because they're so small, we can get away with doing minimal number of sets, but I'm going to show you guys how to pack all this into a real quick 10-minute workout just by using something called supersets. All right, so guys, if it was our chest, our back, our legs, those are big muscle groups with lots of different muscles that comprise each group. So when you're doing a big group of muscles like that, it does take volume. You're gonna have to do 12, 14, 16 sets, all right, to really build big, impressive legs or big back. Biceps, triceps, arms, so much easier. And actually, it's a fun workout because you're not going to get out of breath, I promise, all right? Now, you're going to feel the lactic acid building up, right? Because we are going to be doing a really intense, compact workout today. So you're going to feel the pain, but you're not going to be out of breath, okay? That's kind of the good news. Now, how are we going to do this? I'm going to be putting these exercises together in a superset fashion. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a single bicep exercise to 15 reps. Then, without any rest, we're going to go immediately to a tricep exercise for 15 reps, all right? That's one superset. Now, after each superset, all right, you can stop and rest. 30 minutes to a minute, all right? So the shorter your rest periods, the more compact this workout's going to be, the quicker it's going to be over, and the more intense, the more burn you're going to feel. But if you don't rest at all after each superset, then you're not going to give your muscles a chance to flush that lactic acid out, okay? And you'll be burning so much that you won't be able to put much effort into the next superset. So there is a balance there. So you do need to rest, guys, all right? You just don't want to overdo it. So the first combination of exercise, and when I say combo, remember it's a superset. So we're going to do two different supersets today, all right? The first superset is going to be bicep, tricep, so will the second one. But the first one is going to be alternating dumbbell curls, all right? I'm going to do 15 on each side, right? After I finish that, I'm going to put the dumbbells down, and then I'm going to get on my back, and I'm going to do 2-arm skull crushers, all right? So I'm going to show you, we're just going to go through the workout, all right? So follow along, guys. And remember, I want you to pick a weight, all right, that you can do with good form for 15 reps, but if you get to that 15th rep and you're not really beat, you know, if your biceps and triceps aren't really burning, then you did not pick a heavy enough weight. Now guys, I'm using a lighter weight than I would if I was really working out, all right? So these are only 15-pound dumbbells, all right? These are adjustable. And the reason I'm going lighter is so I can talk, all right, while I'm doing this. Now, if I was killing myself, I would use a much heavier weight, but I would be in so much pain, all right, I wouldn't be able to talk and explain what's going on, all right? So the very first exercise in this superset, alternating hammer curls. So I'm going to be holding the dumbbells like this with a neutral grip, all right? Now, because I'm talking, guys, I'm not going to be able to count. That's about 5, all right, on each arm. It's about 6. Look at the tempo, guys. I'm not swaying, all right? I'm not yanking the dumbbells up with my upper body. Form is really important on everything we do, all right? But guys cheat really bad when it comes to working out their arms because it looks more impressive if they can lift a real heavy weight and then they just start swinging the things up and down like this, all right? So, man, nice and controlled up, nice and controlled down. All right, up, down. Now, guys, normally that's about 15. I should be just dying, all right? My arms should be burning. Your arms should really be burning right now. If they're not, you didn't pick enough weight. Now, remember, it's a superset, so we're gonna go straight down to the ground. No rest now, guys. All right, I'm gonna do 2 arm skull crushers. And a lot of times you guys are gonna be able to do the exact same amount of weight, all right, with the hammer curls and these skull crushers because those muscles are roughly the same size and strength. Now, some of you guys are gonna have stronger biceps than triceps. Some of you guys are gonna have stronger triceps than biceps. So you may have to adjust the dumbbells when you go from one exercise to the next. All right, so plan it out in advance, all right? All you gotta do is knock out about 4 or 5 reps with a different weight dumbbell, and then you'll figure out how much weight you really need to make 15 reps. You know, that's our goal, to make that really, really difficult to get to that 15th rep. So I've lost count here, guys. I'm probably close to 15. Now my triceps are starting to burn, all right? This is not a lot of weight. So it means you guys at home aren't gonna be able to do a lot, but all right, guess what? 1 superset down. I'm gonna give myself about 60 to 90 seconds, all right? I'm gonna do this all over again, those same 2 exercises, 15 reps of both, all right? That will be 2 supersets. Remember, after the end of each superset, you can stop and rest for about 1 to 1.5 minutes. Now, instead of you watching me do this all over again, which would be really boring for you, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show you the other 2 exercises that comprise the second superset. Okay, now we're moving on to the second set of supersets. Sounds a little confusing, doesn't it? All right, so this superset, of course, is comprised of 2 exercises. One's a bicep exercise, one's a tricep. Now, I like to design these workouts for you guys to mix things up, all right? So we could be doing the same 2 exercises for 4 sets total. However, when you start hitting these muscles from the exact same angle with the exact same exercise over and over and over, it is effective, it does work, but not as well as if we change the exercises. We're gonna change hand positions, all right? That means we're gonna be hitting all these little muscle fibers in our biceps and our triceps from slightly different angles, and also our brain is calling on these muscle fibers, different muscle fibers, because it's working in a different angle, different planes, all right, different positions, all right? So I always, when I'm working out by myself at the gym, I'm always using lots of different exercises for the same muscle group. I don't want to just get on one machine, all right, and knock out 12 sets. It will work, but it's not as effective as if you really mix it up. So these next 2 exercises, one requires a band, okay? And the other exercise for our triceps is going to be a single dumbbell, a heavier dumbbell, because we're going to be using 2 hands, all right, with that 1 dumbbell. All right, so the very first exercise in this superset is a 2-arm banded curl. Now remember, the previous superset, we did alternating hammer curls, all right? So I had my hands in a hammer position where my palms are both facing inward. This is going to be a simultaneous 2-arm curl, but my palms are going to be facing up. So hence we're hitting our biceps from a different angle from the previous exercise, all right? So I'm going to pick a band. Now guys, you're going to have to experiment, all right? Make sure that they're equal length on both sides of your feet. I'm going to have my palms facing forward. My elbows are going to stay nice and secure to my side, and they're not going to move back and forth. Now, you need to pick a resistance here that's going to be really difficult to get for 15 reps. Now remember guys, I'm going lighter than I really would if I was doing a killer arm workout, all right, if this was my goal. But I got to be able to talk to you, all right? So you guys might need a couple of bands, all right? You may need 2 different colors. Some of y'all may need 3, all right? So remember, don't yank it up, all right? I want you to be nice and controlled on the way up and then on the way down, all right? Simultaneously. Lost count. I do this all the time because I can't talk to you guys and count. And I'm going to say that's about 15. Now, with no rest, all right, I want you to go over here. We're going to pick up a nice big heavy dumbbell. This is how I get it positioned. Put it on my knee first, 2 hands, go to my shoulder. Then I reposition my hands under the dumbbell here, and it goes over my head. And we're going to knock out 15 of these now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now guys, try to get as full of extension at the top as possible. You're not going to be able to lock out your elbows at the top, but if you can get up there straight, do as best as you can, then I'll let it come down as deep as I can get it, all right? So full range of motion. All right, I wish you guys could count for me. All right, so I'm really burning, I'm exhausted. Boom. Oh, comes right here. So don't try to bring it all the way up, all the way to the floor, okay? It just comes straight to your shoulder. You can kind of catch your breath now. From here, it goes to my knee, all right? From my knee down. That little trick right there is gonna save your back, guys, all right? Because if you're exhausted up here and you try to bring it from here all the way down, it's either going to slam on the ground and break your nice adjustable dumbbell, or you're going to try to stop the momentum. And how do you stop the momentum? With your back. So don't do that. All right, so I'm going to stand back up here. That was one superset right there, right? The banded 2 arm curls with our palms facing straight up. No rest. Go do these dumbbell 2 arm overhead extensions. Whew, that's one superset. You get to rest for about 60 to 90 seconds. Then we got to do it one more time. All right, so you stuck around to the end, which means I owe you an answer to my trick to make your arms look bigger without any extra effort. Austin Sullivan, this is my Marine buddy. He's a captain in the Marines. I don't know who that old man is, but we are both employing that trick right now in that picture to make our arms look really big and impressive. Matter of fact, bigger than they really are. So what is that trick? I'm doing it right now. You have to wear a t-shirt that's nice and tight on your arms, okay? So if I was wearing a big XL t-shirt, right, and be baggy, the sleeve would come down further, all right? It just doesn't work. So these t-shirts fit fantastic, all right? The sleeves are not super long and they're nice and tight, all right? So if you wear a t-shirt, and guys, I promise, I do this when I go to the gym. So when I'm doing an arm workout at the gym, I never wear a tank top. If I was wearing a tank top right now, my arms would look okay, but they wouldn't look nearly as good as they do with a nice, tight, short t-shirt. All right, guys, remember, you're not gonna get big arms overnight, but if you stick with it, you can even do this workout twice a week and never give up on yourself. I promise you'll get there.